Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Crusader Kings III as we are playing with Emperor Adam of Britannia. Alright, so if you guys recall last episode we left off at war with, I don't know who exactly this is. I have a feeling that, sorry about the vehicles going by there, I have a feeling this could be a little bit tricky to do because he only has the one county here. He does hold the whole duchy here technically. But all this is underneath our own vassal. But see, he still has him as the liege, so I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so yeah, he has this county here. But he also still holds the duchy up here, but doesn't have any counties there or any vassals there. So essentially we can usurp his title from him, but because we were at war with him, we cannot usurp the title. So I don't really know how this is supposed to work, how we're supposed to finish this war, since there's not really anything to siege. But it's one province, so I assume we'll have to go down to that one province. So that's exactly what we're gonna do, guys. We'll go down here and we'll see how this ends up going. Now, as far as troop numbers go, he does have 3,300 troops, so we are gonna have to bring a good size army down there. Let's just go ahead and bring these guys to siege. And I guess we have another siege here that we can knock out. So I guess we'll bring them down there to siege as well. And we do have this battle here where we have all those troops, so we'll leave those there. As far as this guy goes, I'll probably just leave him here for now, and then we'll bring these guys down here, just in case we need them. Alright, excellent. So yeah, we'll get all our troops moving down there. I dealt with our prisoners a little bit, so for her we just got a hook. There's a couple of them that we're going to get a little bit of money for, so I dealt with all that. Yeah, so you see we're getting 300 gold here. Just kind of doing that off camera so it takes a little while to go through all of them. So we don't spend time of the limited video that we have, the limited time we have for the video on messing with prisoners. And that was 47% war score, that one battle. Alright, excellent. So really all we need to do is come down here and take these provinces here. And now our wife has called us into a conflict. And looks like she's attempting to take the county of Dublin from the Scottish king, which we're absolutely okay with. Yeah, that's actually will be a good war because of course we're going to get all these titles later. So let's go ahead and accept that as our wife continues to try and expand her lands in Ireland. Another thing I'd like to do is go ahead and increase relations with her because our wife really doesn't like us from all of the unfaithfulness that we've been doing. We have a 78% chance of success, so not a very good chance. I mean, I guess that's a decent chance, but could be much, much better. So I don't know where they're at. Okay, so they're right there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and bring this army. Well, we have these 3,800 here that are going up that way. It might not be an issue, though. Let's go ahead and bring these guys over here. And I imagine she'll take care of that herself. But what we will want to do is bring our troops here so that we can defeat his army. Now, this is far more than is needed. But whatever, it's fine. I know we're going to pay a lot of money going across the sea as well. But again, I don't really feel like that's an issue. So let's go and move the troops over this way. It's going to cost them, 56 gold here. But I mean, that's less than 2 months worth of income. So it's really not that bad. We also should, well, I guess we don't really need to improve the opinion with King Roger because he really, really likes us. Of course, we got a huge boost from getting that title from him. I'm looking for it right here. I'm not actually seeing it. Press my claim. So we're getting a plus 50 there, plus the 48 points from swaying him. So overall, he really likes us. As some people noted, they weren't sure about this, but yes, he is part of our dynasty, guys. He's just part of a different house. And I had a few people ask me if we could take a look at our dynasty in all the different houses. So we'll go ahead and do that now. Since a few people have asked about it. So we'll go by founding date. So this is the founding house here, and this is the first house that was founded, secondary house, cadet branch, I should say. And there's no living members for that one. That one did die off, and that one was founded a few years after we started the game, not that long, a little over a decade since we started the game. And then we had this one here established, which is still around and has 7 members. The current house head is Earl Thomas of Lancaster. Then we have this one here. I want to say that these guys, I'm just going to dip over to them. Yeah, these are the Italian ones. So that's the Italian branch of our family. Then we have this house, and they have 10 members, by the way, so it's the second largest house. This, of course, is the house that King Roger leads, the Normandy branch. And then we have this house here. I'm not entirely sure. I think, yeah, I'm not sure. We'll take a look at this one real quick, see where he's at. It looks like he's over here. Okay, so that's the county here in Edessa. Excuse me, the duchy here in Edessa. And he's actually converted a culture. Yeah, he's converted his culture and his religion. So he is still a member of our dynasty, though. But yeah, he's definitely that branch, that house is very much localized there. And then the last one, of course, is the one that was more recently created just a few years ago by King Alonso of Leon. So that's the Iberian branch. So those are all the houses of our family. Had a few people ask about it, so I figured I would show it. And we do have a lot of vehicles going by today. I don't know how loud those are on the video, but hopefully not too bad. So we'll help her fight this. I don't know if she can do it herself because she only has 1,300 men. So when he brings these 27 over here, that could be an issue for her. A curse undone. So it looks like the Pope, who remember was our rival because we condemned him and his actions, has died. So that's going to reduce our stress because that's one of our rivals that has passed. We still have 4 damn rivals. One of them that has been asked about is, what are we going to do about this guy who's over here like flinging diseased bodies at us? Well, we got to do something with him. That's for sure. However, we have like no chance of imprisoning him, like 9%. So that's not really an option. The only thing I really think of is to attempt to murder him because there's really nothing else to do if you can't imprison him. We attempt to revoke a title, I suppose. He wouldn't accept it, so that would just be a rebellion, in which case we could imprison him that way. But I almost feel like we might as well just like murder him, get rid of him. And so let's take a look at his heir and see how good he is. So he actually already has a duchy title. Alright, so he's going to be combining these 2 duchy titles. That's a problem. Let's see, yeah, that's going to result in a pretty powerful vassal here. A powerful vassal is pretty cruddy. He's not very good at anything. He has a craven, though, so he's very easy for us to terrify. Alright, so I guess it's fine if he inherits over his father. He looks a lot like his father, too, by the way. So yeah, I guess we'll just try and murder him for what he did. We don't have a very good chance here initially. I mean, this is really not bad, I suppose, for an initial chance. We've already have agents that have joined as well. And you know what? We haven't done a murder scheme in a while. So let's go and take a look at who all we can get into this. So these ones can all be convinced. So we'd have to give them a little bit of money. That's okay. This is 100 gold to get the mayor in. And is he the best option? Yeah, it looks like it. Alright, so we'll go ahead and bribe him in. We'll see how much of that affects it before we go bribe anybody else. The other thing we can do is we have a lot of prisoners we can execute to get a bit of dread. So we're going to start with the one down here at the bottom since she has been in here the longest. And that'll give us, oh, we get 30 dread. Okay, so quite a bit. We're going to burn her at the stake. Alright, well, let's go and do that. We could have waited till the dread dropped a little bit more, but it's okay. We got plenty of prisoners, guys. And then there were a bunch of prisoners that were under the same guy here. And we've already did one ransom with him. That was one of the ones that were accepted. All he has left is 257. We'll do that. I think he has like 4 or 5 more prisoners that we can ransom of his. So it's going to be a while to get all of those out since that man is broke. That agent did agree to join. Let's take a look, see where we're at. 88%. We want to make sure that it succeeds. So I think... Okay, it looks like the offer had not been accepted yet. There we go. All right, excellent. So that was somebody else who joined the scheme. So now we're at 95%. And so we are good to go. So we shouldn't have to bribe anybody else. And when does it happen? Let's just take a look here. 11 months, so less than a year. And we'll kill our rival. So we've been called into another damn war. This is with the Hungarians. And I don't know how he's doing, but we'll just accept it as we're already in the conflict. Already in a conflict, I should say. I don't know how much we'll get involved in this. We'll take a look. Let's see where... Let's get rid of that real quick. See exactly where he's fighting. All right, so he's fighting up over here. Yeah, we probably aren't going to get involved in this at all. That's a little bit too far over there. And I know that the Hungarians have come and helped us. But at the same time, again, that's pretty far away. So we're just going to finish this war, and then we'll help out with the Irish conflict, because obviously our wife will very much need assistance with this. And we might want to move where he's going. We'll just send our main army there and help. We could also siege, I suppose, just to make it go a little bit quicker. Oh, we could try and seize our vassal now, couldn't we? All right, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and send these guys now and see if we can't. I said seize our vassal. I meant seize our rival. I'm gonna try and take his territory with this army here and see if we can't get possession of him. Because our plot here hasn't entirely worked because he never did marry her. They're still just sitting at betrothed. Again, I feel like he's just not all that excited about marrying her. But he's 30 years old, so he really needs to get on that heir problem that he has. It's funny because he's 2 years younger than us, but yet he was over here bullying us. We're getting bullied by somebody way younger. Oops, my bad, I didn't realize that was paused. All right, so the army is there. We could go ahead and help out here. I don't think, yeah, it doesn't look like we'd get there in time. He might attack us here, but he'll be so damaged. I don't even think the penalty that we have for the recently embarked would help him much. Our army is better overall anyways. And, okay. So, unfortunately, Duke Ailey, we have lost some opinion. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so... It's interesting, yeah, that his name is Ailey. Isn't that like... the same? That's the same spelling, right, of our Ailey? If I'm not mistaken? Yeah. Okay, so he's got a lady's name, I guess. I don't know, maybe that's a name that you could use for both genders. Definitely confused me, though. Let's see what this is. So we lost opinion with him, and then he gets the unpressed claim. Okay. All right, so we're at 47% on getting the war done, and we have 2 sieges going right now. We're at 4 months for this one, 9 months for that one, so it's gonna take some time, guys, to get those sieges done. So we'll just concentrate on the war up here. A duke to scare a local mystic with dubious morals and a fabricated omen. Perfect. Before the mystic leaves for the duke's court, there is but one question: will my false omen be one of fortune or of doom? So we can say a bad omen for the bad duke, or a good omen to lull him with false security. Okay, so we did the bad omen, then he gets a health penalty. Yeah, health penalty here, and our murder scheme does progress. But if we fail, then we'll lose a bit of progress. We could do the good omen. This one could be failed as well. And it's all about whether he's likely to believe good news or bad news. Now, can't really say based on his personality. Yeah, it really doesn't seem like there's anything here that would imply that he's more likely to believe good news or bad news. So in this case, it's really just more based on our own traits. Yeah, I suppose there's nothing with our traits which would imply that we'd go for either one of these options. So I think we'll just go with the bad omen because that one at least gets the health hit. Now the good omen doesn't. I mean, they both gain progress. So yeah, it's really just about which one you think is more likely to succeed, I guess. But we'll do the bad omen one. And he grew more vigilant. So that was my bad. I accidentally hit the wrong F key and I ended the recording. I stopped the recording, so I think we had a few days progress here. I use F9 to start and end a recording. So pretty far away from the F6 key, but yet I still managed to hit it. So anyways, now we're sitting at 9 months to get that done. So that was my bad. Yeah, I think we lost a few days here or whatever. All right, so we got another event here. Accusations. You're planning to kill someone. Empress de Bagilla, my wife, confronts me with a horrified expression on her face. In her hand, she is clutching papers with notes on my plan to kill the Duke. Papers I know I left in my private study. So we can say, I would never, and there's an intrigue challenge against her. We can say, it is for the best, listen to me now. Or seems like my plan just escalated. And then we can kill her. What? I don't think Adam would do that. Yeah, I really don't feel like, I feel like he wouldn't do that. I don't think he'd kill his wife over this. So I don't think we're going to kill her. Although, if we did kill her, our son would then inherit all her titles. But yeah, we're not going to do that, guys. I don't think that's the best way to go about doing this here. One thing I am concerned about, though, with her titles is that we won't be able to inherit them if her crown authority is a little bit too high. That could become an issue for us. But yeah, I don't think we're going to kill her, guys. I really don't feel like Adam would do that. He'd probably lie. Yeah, I think we'd likely lie to her. Is an intrigue challenge. We are about the same. Yeah, we're the same on intrigue and diplomacy, so it really doesn't matter. Just really more engaged to her diplomacy and intrigue, which she has a low intrigue and a very good diplomacy. So yeah, I think we'll just say I would never. We're gonna lie about this. We'll see if the lie goes through or not. Alright, so here's the 3,800 men here. So they're coming down this way. He won't be able to win. There's just too many troops over here for him to get the victory. So we don't have to worry about him right now. Of course, we have these guys doing the siege here. We need to engage them, but we've already been sitting here for a while, so I think we might just go and finish this. Because I wasn't paying attention. I know we need to sit here for 30 days. We need to sit there for 30 days to get rid of the penalty that we had from recently embarking, but then we sat there for double that time. Another event regarding our murder. We also got the Groom to Rule, which increased our stewardship by 1. Okay. So I guess this came from our mother? Okay, I'm guessing that she got that perk, where you get the Groom to Rule, and so because she got that perk, it affected all her children. And so therefore our stewardship was increased. Excellent. Our stewardship was already decent, so it's higher. As my scheme moves closer to fruition, swift communication is key. I have an especially clever pigeon, which Mayor Edith would use to send an urgent message to me here in London if the need arises. But how could I get the bird into the castle? So I want to say we've seen this event. It's been a little while though. So we say a local bird trainer could deliver it as a gift, and it'd be 150 gold and 70% chance of succeeding. We say if I send the gift myself, the Duke couldn't refuse. Then we'd know that we were involved. So let's just say this one here. I don't think he'd say too risky because again, he's not really a patient person. Oh damn! I hate when I have units. I hate when I have units selected and don't realize it. So yeah, it looks like he's moving over towards her capital, perhaps. Actually, I'm not entirely sure what he's doing. He may be coming over here to attack this siege army, which I don't know if he'd win or not. So we did finish up the siege, taking a couple prisoners here, and this is enough to win the conflict. Excellent. So our mother should finish it up soon, and then we'll be at war with them any longer, and then we can focus solely on this Scottish conflict. Oh, and I didn't mean to siege this down here. I actually wanted to go... I mean, we're already here, though, so might as well finish it. Again. Oh, well, that's 10 months. You know, we can bring the other armies over there, since we're no longer in this conflict. He is going to attack us here, so now we have to bring our troops to help out. Now, this is hard to say whether we would win here or not. They're attacking us in the mountains, so we do have that benefit. They will have a lot more men-at-arms than us. They're higher quality. We have more men-at-arms counters, so we have a lot of benefits there. So the thing is that the troop numbers are pretty similar, so it's hard to say. I think we'll win that, though. If it even finishes before she makes the makes a peace treaty. So faction, the Liberty faction has disbanded. And we're sending compliments off to our wife, so we can kind of pick what we want to, compliment her on. And compliment her on soaring ambition, which she's gluttonous, forgiving, and calm. We could instead compliment her on her clear rationality, her unmatched people skills, or keep it short and professional. Well, she does have unmatched people skills. She has very high diplomacy. I guess that's the one we'll go for. We'll see how she feels about that. And we got the victory. Excellent. So that happened before the battle. And thus we're going to get a big old opinion boost with our mother. We got all that fame as well. We're almost to living legend, guys. Very, very close. All right, so the conflict is over here, so we can go and move our troops now. Also, we might be able to usurp those titles now. Let's take a look now that we're no longer at war with them. So here's the Burgundy one. So he's already fighting. He's still fighting the war, so we can't do that one. We can usurp the title here, though. Although it looks like our mother currently has that title. And we are set to inherit it. Now, she absolutely hates us anyway because she wants a bunch of counties that apparently... I mean, do we have control? We don't have control over those. I mean, I think this is all his, so he wants it from his. That's strange that we get hit by that. Yeah, quite strange that we're getting hit by that. Did she lose all her titles? She might have lost all her titles. Our mother, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just take a look and see what's going on here. See how many titles she lost. Okay, so she has both of these duchy titles. She doesn't have very many counties, though. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure, but it looks like she is not. Okay, yeah, she is not on our kingdom. So we will not inherit any of those titles. So we probably do want to usurp them then, in that particular case. Yeah, well, we're just going to usurp both of our mother's titles. They are no longer hers. Now, given I don't know what we'd do with these titles since we didn't get any of the counties there. But yeah, let's go and do this. We have the money for this. We could also ask the Pope for money, though I don't think we should. I mean, we don't really need the money. I suppose we haven't figured out what we're going to do with that piety just yet either, but we'll keep it for now. So let's go ahead and usurp her Flanders title as well. And so now we hold both of those titles. However, you know, we just didn't inherit much because when we did this this actually took from our own power in a way. When we gave all this to King Roger, that also kept us from inheriting all of our mother's vast lands in France. She owned half of France, and then she lost all that. So, you know, it's kind of, overall, it's not really a good thing. Yeah, I mean, we did increase our lands, but you know, this all went into one guy's lands compared to what would have happened where like half of France would have gone to us and then we could have handed it out as we saw fit. So maybe it wasn't the best option despite how it looks. It looks nice. You know, we increased our lands by quite a bit, but maybe it wasn't the best option when you really think about it. I thought that she would end up being under him, but that was not the case. And it's very strange. I don't know if it's because she owned lands outside of it. And again, I'm not entirely sure why she didn't end up just being under King Roger, but is what it is, guys. That's the way it ended up going down. Overall, it's really unfortunate because we were supposed to inherit all this land here, and we will not be. Now we still have the duchy titles. Doesn't really help us much having those duchy titles, though. In fact, it really just hurts our opinion with everybody. So maybe we want to go ahead and grant them out. I suppose we could also destroy them. That would always be an option as well. I'm not sure what we're going to do with those just yet. We'll just hold on to them. I know we're getting the opinion hit. That's okay. You know, obviously, Adam is not much worried about such things. He doesn't really care about how everybody feels about them. We can change up King Roger's contract, which I am actually thinking we should do. Now, there's a couple things that we could do here. Of course, you know, we get a lot of money and levies from them. So, big impact here if we increase these. Obviously, the money, 0.6 gold is what we're going to get. I think the levies might be a little bit more useful, so we should probably do that. There's other options, though, as well, such as forcing partition so that all his lands get broken up. Because I don't know what succession law he currently has, but yeah, I would force him to break up all his titles between all his sons. That might be happening anyway. Now, it looks like this heir is getting all the counties. Yeah, he's getting the kingdom and the one duchy he has. Okay. So yeah, they're kind of going to get broken up quite a bit anyways. Yeah, we don't really need to force the partition. I think instead we're just going to go ahead and do the feudal levies. I think that's the best way to do this. So I was going to modify the contract and get more levies from them. Let's see if there's anything else we need to do here. Again, we can't usurp the Duchy of Burgundy just yet. It's not an option. Okay. So let's go to move these troops to Ireland. Yeah, I suppose we'll just move all of them over here. Maybe move this guy. I'm not sure we'll bring him, but let's bring him up over this way. I suppose he'll help out here, our mercenaries. And then we have these two armies as well, and I think we'll just kind of split them up. Have one go this away, and then the other one. I know we're spending a lot of money sending these across the sea, but I don't really care, guys. And again, money's really just not an issue. And of course, what is this about? I kind of help to think we might both benefit from increased communication. Oh, okay. So she liked the letter that we wrote. All right, excellent. Still at -48. She's not excited about us. As far as what we're getting for that vassal penalty here, I guess we can just look at anybody. We can look at the king, I suppose. So our current penalty here, well, we're getting -50 with him because he wants those two kingdoms. Okay, or petty kingdoms, so the duchies is what I should say. Again, that petty kingdom thing always messes me up. But he wants those two duchies from us. I'm looking for the penalty that we're getting from having too many duchies. -45, so we're getting a pretty big penalty there, guys. So it definitely is an issue. Might have to do something with them. I'm not sure what to do, though, because, like, they're rightfully his. And so, like, this is all we got from our mother, is usurping those two titles. And I'm kind of salty about how much we lost out of this war. I didn't really realize that. I didn't think about that. Just how much we were going to lose in the conflict. We did finish up the siege, so let's go ahead and try and engage his army now. He's locked here, so we're going to try and attack him there. Yeah, we'll do that. So attack him right there. We still have this siege going here, and we got all of our armies coming from France. And the mercenary contract is about to expire. We're just going to let it expire. There's no reason for us to pay this. So whenever they go, they go. We're fine with that. We don't really need them. And Liberty faction was created against us. I assume it's going to be harder to keep everybody under control with our current issues right now. Let's go here. Alright, now let's go here. Although we would be crossing the river. Maybe we can... I don't think there's any way to avoid that. Unless you went this way and then this way, but then we wouldn't catch them. Yeah, I think we'll just take the hit, guys. Just so we can catch them. Because, yeah, if I go around this way, it's not gonna... We're not gonna be there soon enough. One of our prisoners died in the dungeon. And somebody won a war. It looks like he won his war for one of the counties with his brother. So his brother's now down to just the one county. He's barely a king. Alright. Yeah, again, I just feel like, yeah, this was very, very unfortunate the way this went down. I just didn't consider, like, how much we were going to lose. It didn't go down the way I thought it was. I thought that our mother would end up being the king's heir. I thought that's how it was, or excuse me, the king's vassal. I thought that's how that would go down. The scheme was discovered. But we still have a very good chance despite the fact. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep it going and just hire more agents. Well, before we do that, I suppose we should probably get more money. We got all these prisoners, so let's go and take care of them. Let's go and get rid of a few of them. She's too broke. We got this guy here. He's too broke as well. I'm also looking for potential knights, and he would make a fantastic knight. So let's actually go ahead and negotiate a release with him and just straight up recruit him. Could also gain a weak hook against him, but yeah, he doesn't have any money. I don't see any purpose of doing that. So, I mean, yeah, it's just going to decrease his opinion further. So let's just recruit him, and that way he'll become one of our knights. All right, let's take a look at this character here. 300 gold here from Alonso. Who is he? Is he like... Okay, it's his brother. Okay. Yeah, I suppose we can do that. We can ransom that off for 300 gold. Let's take a look at some of these other characters here. Is that the one we just did? Yeah, that's the one we just did. 40 gold for this guy, so not much. And he's got good intrigue, so there's that. But yeah, we'll just keep him for now. See if we can't get more money a bit later if he's earning any. He might not be. Yeah, he doesn't really have any titles, so we might not be able to get anything from this guy. How about... Yeah, this is just the Duke. How about these characters? He must have spent his money, because now he's got nothing. Alright. So we got a little bit of money from that, but not much. So I think in this case, we probably will go ahead and do this. What is... Oh, okay. So we got a new Duchess here. And thus we can go ahead and change up her feudal contract. She's already at massive levies right now. Could have go ahead and increased the taxes, so she'll owe us even more, but we're going to get a massive opinion hit from this. A total of -40 is how she's going to feel about us. So that's a pretty big opinion hit for just a little bit of gold. It's probably not worth it in this case. I like having the extra levies, but I don't know that it's worth it for the gold. Just seeing if there's anything else we might want to adjust here. Yeah, there's really not anything. And most of these are benefits for her. So I think we'll just keep that for right now. We could also, I guess, try and get money from her because of that. We are going to go ahead and spend the 250 piety, guys. We need some money. So go ahead and spend that. And then also it seems that our son is ready for an education and a guardian. Now, I was told in the comments that this is pronounced like lug. And I looked it up and it seems that that's the case. That this is not Lu. It is lug. So he's Prince Lug. And as of right now, a very good stewardship rating, and maybe that's going to be what we want to keep him in. Yeah, because he'll do very well in it. Could also put him into marshal, but yeah, it feels like he's just the natural here. He's got a base stewardship of 6. So yeah, I think that this is probably what we should have him do. Yeah, he'd be really, really good at that. So yeah, we'll have him do the stewardship. Now we need to go ahead and find him a educator. We could do it, I suppose, but we're clearly probably not the best option because of our low learning. Our stewardship's pretty good though. So again, we could do it. There's no reason why we couldn't. Isabel would again make a good choice. We've seen that before, that she'd be a good option. But as we mentioned before, she's old. I don't think she's the best choice here. Instead, let's actually go ahead and take a look at our vassals and see if there's any good stewardship ones. I know we actually have our steward. I suppose our steward would be a good choice. The Duchess here. Yeah, she's not too shabby with the learning and stewardship. So I think we'll use her for that. Just kind of scrolling through here, seeing if there's any like low ranking vassals. Yeah, she'd probably be the best option. She's older, but she should live long enough. Yeah, she has fine health here. Unfortunately, she lost her own son, so her heir is currently her sister, who doesn't seem to... Yeah, she does have a title here. The County of Leon. Hold up, where is that at? Oh, okay, so there's a Leon here. I see. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and give her our son. Prince Lug. And hopefully she does a good job. And this is all increasing our opinion with important characters. As of right now, we have 2 of our counselors who have positions. Have our children. So yeah, he did give us a little bit of money. We got 750 gold. Excellent. So that's going to allow us to invite some more agents, although it seems we only have 2 choices here. So let's go ahead and bribe him. It's going to be 55 gold. That's not bad at all. I know he's not increasing it that much, but... And this is 75 gold. Yeah, we'll go and do those. Very, very nice. And we'll see how much that impacts it. And of course that ransom was accepted. So a little bit more money. And I don't know if we have any other locations to build in. Now, somebody asked if the Tower of London has an upgrade. It does not. There's no upgrades for the Tower of London. So let's go and see if we have any locations that we could build in. I'm not seeing... Well, we have this territory here, which is going to probably go to one of our other sons. And then we have these 2 titles here. And it looks like we're currently building in all our areas. Okay, that's fine. Let's take a look and see if we can do the invite knights. 1169. I'm trying to get our knights improved because, yeah, we definitely need to. Let's go and hold a feast. We don't really need the stress release, but I think it would be good for our opinion with our vassals, which is getting kind of low. So she did accept, not surprising. Buckingham did finish up its construction, so let's go ahead and continue improving stuff here. I guess we'll just work on this one next. Yeah, look at that one next. And it looks like our army is here, so let's go and get them moved to do a siege. We'll do the siege right there, I guess. We're currently 20% on the war score. This battle's not yet done. We did get another agent accepting us, and so we're back at 95%. Excellent. And we have finally reached the living legend, so we can't get any higher than that, guys. And he is only 33 years old, and Adam has reached living legend. Now, that's kind of just part of coming to the throne really, really early. But of course, Adam has done a lot of things. Of course, a lot of things he did were only able to be done because of what his father and grandfather had done, but particularly his father. But yeah, he has done a lot of stuff, you know, between becoming emperor and getting all the new titles and increasing his lands and helping out allies in wars and of course the Crusades. Overall, he's done very good in his life. So looks like we lost 167 men. They lost 1,067. Not quite as many as I was hoping. It is 23% war score though, so we're sitting at 44% now. All right, so let's go and chase these guys down. Although we're going to take attrition all the way across there, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Okay, so we'll just stop them from coming over here. Although, okay, so... yeah, we need to take that first. I suppose we can go after... let me just take a look here. Somehow he got control of this one here, so that's a problem. I guess we'll go siege that down with this army. Right now, how large is it? It's only level 2, so hopefully it shouldn't take too long. It was not what the mayor was expecting to find by spying on secret conversations. Okay, so looks like we learned of somebody's disputed heritage secret. I don't know who this character is. Alright, well, she lives in here. She's married to Walter of Somerset. Okay, so he's about to become one of our powerful vassals. This is his wife. Alright, she would be very useful in like a murder scheme if we ever needed to do anything against him. So we could always blackmail her. We'll go and keep it a secret for now though, you know, so it doesn't expire. We did improve our opinion with our wife, still at negative 14 though. We should get a very good boost from this though, since we are currently at 100% of the war contribution. So yeah, should get a nice bonus there. We also have an army here I keep forgetting about. So let's go and get them moving. We'll place them over here. Get them doing that siege for us. And we're going to start our feast. Excellent. All right, and then we have this mercenary army here as well, which I cannot select. And we're going to have them go to the capital. The dilemma. The feast is dwindling down. I find myself deep in conversation with my devious vassal, Count Cadaldo. He inquires about my opinion on theological treaties, a subject he is deeply interested in himself. All right, so he's the Count of Sussex. He says the subject that fascinates me as well. And I would say it does. Again, we are very much interested in religious matters and the discussion of religious matters. We did get a stewardship perk. All right, let's go ahead and get the next one, which I think, yeah, we don't really have a choice, just the monthly income per stress level, which really isn't helpful for us because we have been doing a pretty good job keeping that like stress level 0. One of my agents has acquired a deadly spider, so yeah, we've seen the spider before. 95% chance of success, and we will also lose stress because we're arbitrary. And then we'll lose even more stress if he dies because he is our rival. A promise is a promise. Now, we don't even have any stress, so I should mention that's not going to be all that useful. But unconcerned with any etiquette, my vassal, Mayor Jervis, slaps me on the back. I mean it, he exclaims. I'll do anything you ask me. Anything at all. Ask me and it is done, so we're going to get a favor on him. I can smell the alcohol in Jervis's breath, but the promise has been noted by every guest present. So you say you're a man of your word, aren't you? And then we'll get the favor, which is exactly what we're going to do. And he is dead. So we were able to kill him. The spider did bite him, and spiders don't talk. So we are good to go. We outlived our rival. We gained another bit of stress loss and 150 prestige. And now he's dead, and now there will be a new lord here. Duke Walter, who has inherited those titles and now has 2 duchy titles, I think. Or maybe not. Interesting. Did somebody else get that duchy title? Because I thought he already had a duchy title. Maybe not. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Alright, well, whatever. Point is, he does have more titles. He did get these. He got these 2 lands here. Okay. So, let's go and try and get this war finished up. Our ally is finishing a siege there. Or I say our ally, I should say our wife is finishing a siege there. And of course, she did a good job. And we're gonna get the Eager Reveler, which, yeah, we didn't have that yet. So that's a nice bonus. That's gonna get us that +2 diplomacy, +1 intrigue. And of course, we get opinion with several characters that have the same trait. All right, lovely. So let's go and take a look at something in here. I want to see if there's any more money that can be gained from the hooks we have. I'm not seeing it anywhere. Oh, here we go. Demand payments. So let's just take a look and see. I mean, we get 3 gold there. That's not really much. The mayor can give us a lot, so I think we're going to demand payment from him. There's nothing else really to be done with that one. And then with her, I'd prefer to change her contract up, honestly, but if we're going to get money, then we should get the full 300. And Lord Lionel. He already has, yeah, I don't know what else we'd use this for, so you know what, let's just go and demand the 218 from him. Alright, excellent. So, can we usurp that one title, the Burgundy title? Not yet. He's still involved in a conflict. It looks like he's losing that conflict, so it should hopefully be over soon. And then we'll take this title from him. Usurp that. But yeah, we do need to give out those titles, guys. Or figure out what we're going to do with them. Destroy them or something. I don't know. I'm kind of salty about it again, so I'm not entirely sure what's the best course of action here. Yeah, because you can't really, like... You know, you can't really demand any titles from him. I could, of course, claim his title of France and then take his title. Because I don't think we don't have a claim to the Kingdom of France ourselves. We could do this for 150 splendor. And that'd be one way to get that title, and then we could just take it from him. Imprisoning him, of course, it has a 69% chance of succeeding. Interesting. We could have used that hook to ensure we did it, but again, he hasn't really done anything wrong. But at the same time, we're arbitrary, so we don't really need to have him do anything wrong. Honestly, I'd prefer to take the kingdom title here. I think that would be the best course of action here. So that's, yeah, I think that might be what we end up doing. There's many ways to do that, of course. So what I think we're going to do is let's work on getting a hook on him first. We haven't done that in a while, trying to get secrets. We've just been using our spy master for other matters. Oh, man. I forgot. King Roger is our spy master. So that is not really an option, is it? Yeah, that is not an option. Can't even utilize them for that. All right. Okay. So yeah, wouldn't be able to do that. Not entirely sure what we'd do in that case then. Of course, we can take his vassals. That's always an option as well, and kind of rebuild our lands here. Of course, that'd piss him off. I don't know, guys. I'd love to hear your opinion of how you think we should deal with this. Obviously, we can't allow a vassal to be this powerful, though. He's just too damn powerful with all those troops. He joins any factions, which we might not have any issues with him. But with his son, yeah, who knows? We're going to have a lot of issues with his son, especially when it's our son and his son, you know, once our son takes over. So, yeah, a lot of different options to do. We did get another province. I'm not entirely sure where we got that. Let's just take a look, see if we can find it. Oh, okay, we built another one. That's right. All right, so we built another one here. And I think we might end up keeping that one. Just kind of building it up. We'd have to get rid of one, though. Get rid of one of our counties. I'm not entirely sure which one we'd get rid of. Probably the one up here. Yeah, I think we'd get rid of this one. Yeah, let's go and hand that one out. And we'll find somebody good. Now, we could give it to the knight here. I've been wanting to reward him, but at the same time, yeah, I'm not sure if I want to give that to him because I wanted to make him a powerful noble. And we really don't have any titles to give him in that matter. Now, we do have these duchy titles, all these duchy titles that we could grant him. But yeah, none of these are ones, yeah, it would be strange giving him these titles. This is the only one that would make sense if we give him that county, and I don't really want to give him that duchy. So yeah, we could either just, you know, resort to giving him just a county and that's all he's going to get, or we could just give this to somebody else. That'd be an option as well. We're going to grant it to this character here. He's a zealous, gregarious, vengeful character. We'll grant it to him. He's English. He likes us. So this will make him like us even more. Although, of course, we're getting all those hits because of like the too many duchies and stuff like that. We'll deal with that next episode, guys. Or at the very least, wait until this war is over. All right, so his army's taken off over this way. I decided to kind of avoid all of our armies here. We almost got that siege done right there, and then we're getting help by an ally. We also have our army over here doing this. And, all right, so the garrison size was increased here. Extra control growth. All right, good job, man. And the mercenary company, unfortunately, was not able to complete that before they were dismissed. That's fine. We almost have this here, and then we're going to come up over this way. Given, though, remember, we have to take this province right here before the peace. And I don't know that I'll be able to do that unless we send this army straight over there. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And even then, that might not be done in time. Yeah, I don't think it will be. This army could get a commander. I didn't realize this one didn't have one. Let's go ahead and assign... we'll do Count Robert. Did capture another prisoner. Also completed a siege. That siege, obviously. Alright, so yeah, I don't know that we'll be able to get control of that province before. Probably not. Oh, 18 months. Yeah, there's no way. He must have a very large... Yeah, it's level 5. So that's unfortunate. We won't be winning that siege beforehand, unfortunately. We do have this army here. If he came over here, he might be able to get it done. We can run over there and see. Probably not going to succeed, though. A lot of troops over this way. We're going to have to try and avoid them. Looks like we also just inherited some territory. Our mother died. Yep. Our mother did die. So that, once again, gave us a bit too much land now. We'll take a look and see what exactly we got here. I think it was over here. Yeah, we got this province right here. So we'll probably want to give it up. Although, yeah, I guess it's not in the duchy that we have. Never mind. I was going to say having one province in one of the duchies we have would be helpful, but yeah, that's not in Flanders. So with this one, we'll probably just give it up to somebody. Give it up to a character. I don't know what else we'd do with this here. Now, we could, of course... Well, what we could do... that'd be interesting. Very interesting. What we could do is give it to a character and then give him one of the duchy titles that are nearby in the hope that he would, like, expand out that way. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he borders anything. He borders this one, which we do hold that title. So could give it, like, give him this province and then give him this county and then give him this duchy as well, and then maybe he'll, I mean, he'd be pretty weak. It probably wouldn't work. Yeah, I don't think it would work. All right, well, let's just go ahead and use the same parameters that we had here. and just pick a character. I'm thinking probably Beckett would be a good option here. Seems like a decent character. He's got very, very high learning as well. So yeah, I think we'll go ahead and select him. He's not set to get any titles or anything like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and select him. All right, excellent. Just to get rid of that extra title that we have. So that's all we inherited from our mother. It's just one damn title. That's unfortunate. So the king, of course, will likely want this title for himself. We'll take a look here at his one title and see if that's on the Holy Roman Empire. Okay, so that won't impact the King of France, but of course he already has so many things that he desires from us, particularly those two kingdoms. So we're already getting a pretty big opinion hit from that. All right, so we're almost done with this, and that'll be the end of the conflict. It looks like we just got the end now. All right, so we should have gotten a very good opinion with her wife. Yeah, plus 100 there from helping her out in the conflict. Also got a little bit of fame. Okay, so she should like us quite a bit now. Yeah, we're at plus 60. We'll go ahead and continue swaying her and just finish that. This will be the last one that we do. And the reason why I wanted to sway her, besides the fact that she didn't like us, is the fact that I would really wanted to. We can convert to her faith if we wanted to, but we're not gonna do that. The one thing I wanted to do is see if we can't offer vassalage, and we cannot. I've been checking everybody all around us since we now are an emperor, so we can even contact kings to see if they'll give us, if they'll become our vassal. Unfortunately, she's not interested in doing it. A big hit here, of course, is the different faith and the different culture group. Yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. We're just getting hit by too many things. So, you know, the opinion helps, plus 21 there. And the fact that she's intimidated by us helps as well. And you know how much more stronger we are. And we're an emperor while she's technically a duke as far as her titles go down here. So, yeah, very close, but just not close enough. It's a shame. Now, if our son was to take over, he'd be the same culture and same religion. And therefore, if she was to die and he took over, I think he might actually agree to become part of our empire. Of course, when he became king, then it wouldn't matter any damn ways, because we would inherit that. So we are going to get it, but I'd prefer to try and get her as our vassal, and it's just not working. We just don't have the opinion high enough. So again, we do need to get rid of some of those duchies. I'm just trying to see what else we can do here. We have the wars we can declare. I think the war against Scotland would be a good one to do. So yeah, we're not really in any wars now except for this one. Because we're still in a war, we would have to, we'd have to disband our armies. Yeah. All right, well let's go and get all our armies under our own territory. And yeah, we're kind of in a weird situation because yeah, we got to wait until this war is done before we're able to declare war again, unless we were to disband our troops. I guess that's what we'd have to do. So we have to get all those troops back onto our home territory. Do we have any more down here? I thought we had more armies than that. Here we go. This is the other one. I'm just going to bring these guys over this way. So yeah, I think we'll just disband all of our armies. Are they looking to get another location? I don't see any reason why we wouldn't. Get some nice gold, and of course, you know, we're somewhat of a pious king. Got a lot of money now. Quite a bit of money, guys. Have we upgraded all these yet? Might want to. Well, I guess we're building everywhere. You know, I guess we can do this one. Let's go and start building some, get some buildings constructing. So I guess the first thing we're gonna get here is get a barracks. Not so much for the levies, but for the bonuses, the heavy infantry and the spearmen. Let's keep on ticking them up. One of the factions did disband. Again, just the very high dread makes it incredibly difficult for anybody to hold together a faction against us. Let's go ahead and see if we can get rid of these troops now. Yeah, let's go and disband all of them. And then we'd have to raise them up again in a declaration of war against Scotland, which is what I think we're going to do. Yeah, while they're weak here after we just destroyed their armies. So yeah, let's go ahead and declare war on him. Let's find this here. We also could declare war here on this duke for some claims here, so further extend our land down that way. That'd be one option. We'd also declare war here in the Holy Roman Empire. Some of our claims that we have. Yeah, it looks like we got a little bit of claims here. So could do that. Let's see what else we've got here. Then we got all these counties here, and then we have somebody else's claims just for this one county. Okay, we're not gonna fight them. We're gonna fight Scotland, guys. I think that's the best option here. This is just for Earl Henry's claim here. So this is the only claim we have. So we're gonna do that, and it's another reward for Earl Henry, who's done a fantastic job as a knight for us, and it just looks a little bit better as well. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that, and that's just going to have to be what we do for now until we get another type of claim here. It's made 337 prestige. That's a lot for one little county, but of course the main purpose of this is just to try and get control of that guy, of our rival. So yeah, we're going to try and really go after his with our main army, since it is with our main sieging army, I should say, because of the fort level being pretty high there. Let's go ahead and move our rally point and get this war going. We'll just move it right here. It's going to raise all these armies up. It's going to take 4 months to get them all together, unfortunately, so quite a while. Yeah, that's a long time. Damn, that's going to take quite a while. And they're over here sieging all our stuff down while we're raising up. Now, technically, you don't have to wait this whole time. Yeah, there's not really any reason why we'd have to wait. Let's go and just start setting them up now, I suppose. Huh. All right, looks like we still have some mercenaries here. So yeah, let's go and pull out a lot of these. You see, we're just getting an absolute ton of levies here, guys. We'll keep the pikemen in here. And just get rid of all these levies here. A lot of troops, though, overall. Let's just get rid of these. This is kind of throwing me off a little bit here because the pikemen aren't next to those ones. I guess we'll get rid of the 1100. We'll probably try and get it down to about, I mean, up here the supply just isn't as high. So might want to, I'm surprised we still have mercenaries. I thought we had lost them all. But yeah, I guess we'll keep them in the main army, I suppose. Alright, 6,400. So yeah, we're just going to have to, this is, I wish you could like shift click it so that it doesn't pop back up, or just to do more than one at a time. It's kind of a pain in the butt, the way they have you do this. Especially as you get with larger and larger armies. When you're dealing with like 30,000 troops later on, it's a real pain, man. Doing this every single time. Again, I really feel like this should be something they focus on in the next patch. Now, I don't know if it is something that they'll focus on. We'll just have to wait and see. I took a little bit too much out, guys. Got a little too happy with it. Alright, so that's good. I think 4,000 will be plenty enough. So let's go and move these guys here. And it looks like they're still having to gather. Okay, I was hoping that I could avoid it some, but because we have the levies with them, they still have to gather. But at the very least, we're going to split these up just because of the supply issues here. I think we have like a certain amount of time to not get supply problems. But with a 4 month of gathering, yeah, we definitely are going to hit that. The Empress was not swayed. All right, so we could just stop swaying here, I suppose. I don't think we're ever going to get it up high enough to get her to agree to a vassalization, unfortunately. So, I mean, we're at 72%, but there's like so many other people to be working on. Like trying to keep King Roger happy, make sure he stays out of factions. I think we should do that for right now, anyways. 67% chance of success, not a very good chance. We did finish up several buildings, so let's go ahead and see. Yeah, there's nothing to get here, so we'd have to improve this, and I guess that's what we'll do, because again, we're sitting on a lot of money, and it's gotten a lot cheaper, which I think the reason why they did this and made it cheaper is just because it was so expensive. As I said in previous videos, it just wasn't worth it doing it. The benefits you got is, I mean, if you had nothing else to build and spend your money on, then you wanted to do it to upgrade, but yeah, it just wasn't worth it, man. We also finished up the keep here, right here. So let's go ahead and I guess we can upgrade all these now. I guess we'll upgrade. Is that the one we want to upgrade? I get a lot more money here. I suppose we might go with that one. Do get some nice bonuses down here if we upgrade this, though. Get some nice levies, more defender advantage. All right, well, this is a bigger jump in the money, so we're gonna go for this one. All right, excellent. All right, so still just waiting on all these guys to gather up. Again, I'm very surprised with how long it took them. Oh, these guys are done gathering. It's just this one. Okay, that's strange. All right, interesting. All right, well, let's go and do this event, and then we're going to end the episode. So, unhealthy relations. The entourage of my cousin, Lord Nicholas, stops some way away from London. Before I have time to send out an envoy, something is... Okay, so this is that event that we've seen before. Somebody else is launching sick people at us. All right, so yeah, she died from smallpox, and he flung this body at us. So we can say scoop her up, and we'll launch a body right back. Which again, I feel like that's exactly what he would do, and plus we're arrogant, so there's nothing else we can do here. And it's a 40% chance that somebody's going to get sick. And it did result in, of all people, our damn really, really good marshal and knight. Wow. How unlucky. How unlucky, guys. Alright, so that's a shame. I suppose we could always dismiss him. Get rid of him. But... yeah, we would get hit with the pin. I feel like that's what we'd do. He's got smallpox, man. We can't have him in our court. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and dismiss him. And it's very unfortunate. So yeah, he came over here now. And that does mean that we now have an open position here for our marshal. And I don't think we have any powerful vassals that are good at that. No, not really. We can look at the ones we currently have here. But yeah, I don't think anybody is good at marshal. Unfortunately, all of our powerful vassals are just really, really cruddy marshals. We have the Count Robert here. He's a pretty damn good marshal. I suppose we'll appoint him. There's also the Earl Henry. You know what? Let's do Earl Henry. That'd be another reward for Earl Henry. Help him out. Plus, we're fighting for a title for him. So that'll result in him getting a little bit more powerful. He won't be a powerful vassal, though, of course. So yeah, we'll grant him that. And I guess it'll be next episode that we conduct this war against Scotland. We have to fight them here. But they are currently only 2 months away from getting that siege done. And so what we need to do is set these guys like right outside so we can attack them as soon as the gathering's done. We could always stop gathering. That's always an option as well. And yeah, we actually have a lot more troops than I wanted now. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna make some adjustments here, guys, so that we can just attack them right away. The main goal, of course, is to try and get the county here, but our main goal is, of course, to try and capture our rival. So we're gonna siege down his province here. We'll also siege down the castle here of the Scottish king, and try to get this war done quickly. And hopefully we'll capture our rival. And then we need to deal with a couple things. We need to figure out what we're gonna do with King Roger of France, and then we also need to deal with these duchy titles we have. We have like 5 duchy titles, and so we're getting a pretty big hit to opinion. Not that it really matters because everybody's scared of us, but yeah, it's certainly probably something we should deal with. As far as who's getting those titles when we were to die, I'm just seeing if... Alright, so of course he's getting the titles from his mom. So he'd get the 2 duchy titles, Mercia and Flanders, at the very least. And he'd get the one in Champagne, which of course doesn't have any counties with it. So that's interesting. So yeah, he'd be an unlanded ruler, essentially. So we'll have to see what we want to do there. We definitely want to arrange it, though, so that our sons get, particular titles. And obviously not a title that doesn't have any land. So we'll mess with that in the next episode. I do hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. I do hope to see you guys on the next episode. And thanks for watching.